So here you gave you revelations, which is grace from Yah. Told him to seal it up until this day. Okay. For who? Us. All right. So here you go. Yashaya. Love Yakanan. Okay. Yakanan was from the land of Akaya. Okay. Akaya means brother of Ahaya, who is Yah. Okay. 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 The word of Yah, which would be Yashaya. And then you have the grace of Yah, which would be Yakanan. Okay. So you have Yashar, those are who are Israel, and then you have Akaya, those who would be Greece. You say you have Jews and then you have Gentiles, whatever. All shall come to salvation through grace, through the word of Yah, which come only by his prophet. Who is that? John said, look out for these days if you're following what's going on. He was telling you what places, what to look for, names, dates, people, times. He told you everything. It's grace. So look at it. If you went back to the future, if you had the movie Back to the Future, if you were in the movie Back to the Future, the guy that plays Trump, Biff, all right, Biff catches the time travelers, steals their freaking book, which is a book of what? A book of grace. An almanac, a farmer's almanac. A farmer's almanac holds what? Records. Oh, times, dates, places, all that stuff. So if you go into it's from the future. So all he has to do is just go to the specific date, time, and place his bet, and then take off. Okay. You understand? All right. So that is exactly what Yakanan has given us. Man is only saved by grace. It's not by our deeds. It's about accepting it. The grace, the word of Yah. All right. Accepting what Yakanan was told to write. The grace of Yah, okay, who gave you Yakanan, the grace of Yah, okay, who gave you revelations, which is grace from Yah, told him to seal it up until this day. Okay. For who? Us. All right. So here you go. Yashaya, love Yakanan. Okay. Yakanan was from the land of Akaya. Okay. Akaya means brother of Ahaya, who is Yah. Okay. 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 The word of Yah, which would be Yashaya. And then you have the grace of Yah, which would be Yakanan. Okay. So you have Yashar, those are who are Israel, and then you have Akaya, those who would be Greece. You say you have Jews and then you have Gentiles, whatever. All shall come to salvation through grace, through the word of Yah, which come only by. So it's saying, if salvation is Yashaya and grace is John, if you notice, they were already written in history right here in Chronicles, right there. In First Chronicles, he is the eldest son of Yashia. Yashia. Yeah, he's the first child of Yasha. Right here. It would be grace is the eldest son of salvation. That's what it'd be. All right. His prophet. Who is that? John said, look out for these days if you're following what's going on. He was telling you what places, what to look for, names, dates, people, times. He told you everything. It's grace. So look at it. If you went back to the future, if you had the movie Back to the Future, if you were in the movie Back to the Future, the guy that plays Trump, Biff, all right, Biff catches the time travelers, steals their freaking book, which is a book of what? A book of grace. An almanac, a farmer's almanac. A farmer's almanac holds what? Records. Oh, times, dates, places, all that stuff. So if you go into it's from the future. So all he has to do is just go to the specific date, time, and place his bet, and then take off. Okay. You understand? All right. So that is exactly what Yakanan has given us. Man is only saved by grace. It's not by our deeds. It's about accepting it. The grace, the word. So this is getting pretty spooky. What the Ruach is telling me here is saying that it's self-explanatory. That's why I'm saying it's telling me, because it screams it. He's screaming it. He's living. The word grace. So when Yeshaya says all men should be saved by grace, he's saying all men should be Yasha, his name, by John, his prophet. All right, the one that he loved. Okay, then check this out. He says, no man may come unto the Father but by me. So as his disciples, there's an order. So John is the messenger of Yeshaya. Yeshaya is the messenger of Yah. So the Father and the Son, God, Son, all right. Even David's dad is named Yishi, like of Yah. Yeshia, or Yeshia, like Yashaya. Okay. The seed of David, the seed of Jesse, they call it Jesse, but it's Yeshia. Anyway, like I said, y'all calling it Jesus and it don't sound nothing like Yashaya. Y'all calling it Jesse and it sound nothing like Yeshia. See, y'all be way off, alright? Alright, and it's saying David and it don't sound nothing like Dawi. Alright. Or David. Anyway, so here we go, fam. I'm starting to see the pattern here. So David, let's go over here and take a look at David's name one more time, just so I'm not tripping about what I'm about to say, because it's starting to become just plainly evident. You can just plainly see this. What is all of this mess? Got all type of mess up. What's all this? Get out of here. All right, David. See how it's spelled in Hebrew? Yep. Just like the Ruach. Yep. Just like Ruach, pretty much. Look at the Ruach. Pretty much. Almost there. Look at that. Dang near identical. I can Take a picture of this. Ruach, bam. And then go back. And you got David. Dawid. They didn't even, the weed, baby, the weed. Where the weed at? You know what I mean? Beloved one, son of Yeshua. It ain't no Jesse. They just saying that to stoke the English. Daud, loved, beloved uncle. Okay. Beloveds, and my beloved lovers, uncles. Okay, so here we go. This is where it's starting to get tricky. Okay, so if you think of Yashaya, so here we go. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. All right, so we got this. You got heaven to earth. You got New Testament to Old Testament. You got right to left. You got the son of Yah, who is Yah, and then his disciples, but they're literally his brothers. Literally. Like, not like in the flesh, but like in the word, they are literally his brothers. Like, because in history, it repeats itself. He said, as in the beginning, so too is in the end. Okay, so the relationship back in the day was Yashaya. All right, here we go. I found it. His name. So this is the father of Yochanan. All right. Yashaya. All right. Ashaya. He said, I am the foundation. I shall make you a pillar in my father's house. And Ashaya. In Yah's house, he shall make you Yashaya. Because that it's in his name. Okay. See, they're saying Yashia like that, but it's Yah. This is Yashia. Yasha. That's his salvation. Supporteth founded of Yah. Founded of Yah. Foundation. All right? So and the sons of Yoshia, the firstborn, was grace. Yachanan, the grace of Yah. Okay. The firstborn. Alright. So, if Yashaya is supposed to be Israel for the Jews, then you got the Greeks with who you call John, who is grace, so salvation for the Jews, Said, no man may come unto the Father but by me. And then he calls them his children. My children, my children. Okay, so check this out. They are all children in the work of Yah, which is the Ma'aseh Yah. Okay, so they're all brothers in the Ma'aseh Yah, in the work of Yah. They're all brothers in the order, which is the Mashiach, or Messiah, which is the order. That's the oil. That's the consecration, the set apart. That is the oil that protects you from the rest. That's order. Oil on water, don't mix. That's order. Okay. That's how they were saved from the first death. Oil. You can't build an ark and then expect it to float in water without warped wood. You gotta protect it with oil from waterlog, or else they would have been a sunken ship. Alright? Alright. So oil is the way that they got there. It's the order. Kadosh set them apart from the rest of the world. It's a mark. The mark of Yah. The Mashiach. The Messiah. The Messiah is the mark of Yah. It's the oil. A lot of you guys mix it up. Mashiach is what the Messiah anoints. The Messiah is the oil, but it is the spirit, it is the order. He commanded you to do this. Alright, I should be able to find it through here, I guess. Rub with oil. Okay. So the Messiah is what is in the order. It's a robe can be Messiah. An ark can be Messiah. Anything that protects you, it's a mark. It cloaks you and protects you from the outside. Okay? Consecrated sets you apart from the outside. Alright? Mashiach is what sets you apart from the outside. It's the oil. It's the barrier. It's the full protection of Yah. It is the oil. By itself. Okay? Just letting you guys know. The Mashiach is the oil. The oil seals and protects. Alright. So that's where you get Moshe. And that was where you get Moses. Okay? Yashaya, take out the M. Mashi, Yashi. Yasha is the salvation. Masha is what is saved. Do you get it? He only came back for what's left over that is still alive. What came through the fire, what passed the test, what did not get waterlogged, what didn't rust, What didn't burn up in the fire? Okay. So from heaven, Yah, to earth, Ma. Okay. Earth is dirt. Add in the spirit, the water, you got mud. Mud is death. So mud is more so you add in the water to the dirt, all right, and then he breathed in the life, the spirit, fearfully and wonderfully made. You got fire, and you have Uman and Thurman, and you have men. This is what it is. Urim and Thummim, man and woman. Get it? Right and left. Right. Life and death. Now, the first ones born from death, the first death was the flood. The first ones born from death would have been the sons, the grandchildren of Noah. I don't think he had more children after the flood. Maybe he did. He probably did. Yeah, more. Yeah, he probably did. But yeah, the first ones born from death could have been Noah, Noah's grandchildren, or like I said, it could have been like, I actually should go back and look it up. It'll take me some time, but I'll go and look it up and see who it is for sure. But that's very important also, because that represents Revelations. John, we already know that the apocalypse just means revealing and revelations. And if that was supposed to be John from Greece, then it was actually Yachanan from Achaia. And Achaia was started by Yayan. Then as in the beginning, so too shall be in the end. And then there's an imposter in their kingdom too, with Zeus, like trying to, erase like the story of the Bible, which tells many nations story. It tells the story of many nations, not just Israel. All right, it tells many nations stories, their beginnings, and who was made it through the tests and trials and tribulations of their day to become who they are today. All right. So that's why the devil go by many names, because he has to go through many nations of Babylon. He never can rest. He moving with the money. The sun is shining over here, the money's moving over there. So if there's a war over here, the money's moving over there. He's to and fro, in and out. All right. So now, here's the relationship that I was getting to. Jesse would have been Yeshia, like Yashaya, in the order of Yashaya. Okay. David, who would have been loved, Yashaya, who you call Jesus, who did he love? John. Okay. So John is also a relationship, not so when you see David and Yeshia, his father, right? Then you got to go back to Chronicles and look at. So if Yeshia and John, or if David is to John what Yeshia is to Yashaya, then you got to go back to First Chronicles, and see that Yachanan, who I say would have been John, right here, is the son of Yashaya over here. So Yeshaya is to Yachanan, as Yeshia is to David, as Yeshaya is to Yachanan. Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya. Do you see that? He just does it like that, right? He repeats it like that. Heaven to earth, right to left, and he keeps it going like that. It's a double-edged sword right there. He's from beginning to end on this. It's the story is a big picture to this. It's not just one story. All these stories are the same story. Essentially, in a type, a shadow, in a character, in a way, the success is because of them following the order. And that's where they're blessed. They get the grace. Man should be saved by grace. So that's the grace. Alright? So if that's the grace, then all you got to do is rinse and repeat. It's a formula. Salvation, the only way to salvation is through grace. John, the only way to John, or Yeshaya, the only way to Yeshaya is through John. Alright? John, the one that he loved. Grace. He tells you grace. He describes everything that you should look forward to, everything that you should do. He said, the man holding the pitcher of water in the upper room, the pail holding water in the upper room. It might be the vision. That could be the water. The vision. The vision that he saw for the end times, to tell them the time that it would be. It was John, Yachanan. So in the time when Yeshaya asked him and said, who do you say that I am? And all of them answered wrong except for Yachanan. John said, you are the Messiah, or the Messiah, Messiah, Mashiach. Either way it goes, you can't go wrong. You can't miss. They're all in the same order, in the root. They are one. So we're saying in English, just like back in the day, it wasn't saying Greece, he was saying Achaia. So he wasn't saying Christ, because there wasn't no Greece. He was saying Messiah. You are the Messiah. Alright? And you gotta remember, the book is translated into Greek, by the way. Okay? Because the story was there for John to see. Okay? But this is what is to, like, as in the beginning, so too shall be in the end. He is being a witness of it, what is already done. So the story's already written. We're just witnesses. So to say that, oh, it was written in Greek, or it's a Greek, no, it comes from heaven to earth. Do you understand that? From Yah to man, mud. All right? Righteous rags. You understand that? So, Yeshaya, Yachanan. You guys need to... You guys can't do this with Jesus. You can't. You can't go through any language and do this. Even in the language that you're speaking his name in, and the language that it goes through, it don't fit. None of it fits. His name don't fit with God. You ain't got no God to go by with it. None of that. There's no replacement. I'm just letting you know. There's no replacement. Heaven and earth will pass away, but Yeshaya is forever. Ahaya Sarahaya. They are one and the same. And the Ruach, Aheb Ruach Kadesh, Kadosh, Kadash. So yeah, man, that's pretty much the gist of it, bro. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and get off on this. 31 minutes. You guys have a good night. To the Rabbi Hayas R. Hai Kadosh Kadash Kadash. To the Rabbi Shai Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. To the Rabbi Aheb Ruach Kadesh Kadash Kadosh. Amen.